What is up, YouTube? It's Twinn here, and welcome back to Gaming with Twinn, Age of Empires. Today we are continuing through the Ascent of Egypt learning campaign on the hardest difficulty, and today we are on the 10th scenario entitled Naval Battle. Alright, so we have reached 1650 BC, and from the map below we can see that we acquired some new territory to the south along the Nile, and we now turn our attention once again to the Libyans in the northwest, it looks like. The scenario instructions read, "The Nile forts have brought peace to the south for many generations, but the Libyans have once more become a problem. They have been raiding your coasts and intercepting trading ships heading for the Nile Delta. They recently captured an important ship belonging to the pharaoh and carried off a treasured artifact sent to him by the kings of Canaan. Build a naval base in this area of the coast and attack the Libyan raiders at their home port. Recover the stolen artifact and return it to your town center." That is going to be our objective today. We need to recover the stolen artifact and bring it to our town center. Alright, and the historical notes for the mission read that the Egyptians were early innovators in boat building because of the importance of moving up and down the Nile. They never became noted as a maritime power, however, perhaps because they were a rich culture lacking the incentives that drove the Greeks, Canaanites, and others to sea. The Egyptians did not ignore the sea completely. They maintained a lively trade down the Red Sea, and there are several accounts of Egyptian ships engaging in naval battles. Persistent irritants at sea were pirates and raiders from the North African coast, notably near Libya. In contrast to the Egyptians, the Libyans were relatively poor, and the rich trade passing in and out of the Nile was a continual temptation. Sea warfare of this era was primarily a matter of hand-to-hand fighting. Ships closed with each other, and soldiers boarded enemy ships or engaged in missile fire. Ships engaged in warfare needed to be fast to catch prey or enemies, but had to carry a substantial contingent of troops for boarding. Successful tactics depended mainly on bringing overwhelming strength to bear on isolated parts of the enemy fleet. So as the name of the mission suggests, we're going to need to invest heavily in naval power, and so we're just going to jump and get started. We've got some food to the west, right next to a granary. We have 200 meat. We're going to start creating villagers right now. It looks like we have plenty of wood to the south right now. Well, I say plenty of wood. I'm not exactly sure how much is there. We have a storage pit to the east, likely surrounded by some trees. We've got a stable so we can start pumping out scouts, and we've got our dock where we need to start building scout ships. We've got a villager. Let's go over here and explore this area on the east side, see if there aren't. Yes, there are plenty of trees for us to work with over here. And it looks like some gold as well. Let's get another villager going. We're going to pump out as many villagers as possible, as fast as possible. We're going to get him working on wood. We're going to need wood for our ships, and we're going to need meat for more villagers and for soldiers, of course. So economy is going to be very important in this scenario. Now, I'm not exactly sure how strong our opponents are going to be. In the last episode, I kind of overestimated their strength, but we will go ahead and we will kind of scout out enemy territory and see how big of a military that we're going to need. The map is not very large, so I don't imagine that this is going to take very long or require too substantial of a fleet, but nevertheless, we don't want to come unprepared. Okay, we've got another villager. I'm going to bring him over here and assign him to wood production. Get another villager. On the way, how many houses do we have? We have 5 houses over here. Our max population is 24, and we are currently at 7 out of 24 population. We have 3 villagers over here. What is this guy doing? This guy, he's wood cutting. So we have 3 wood cutting over here, and we have 3 collecting meat over here. Let's go ahead and put 1 on gold. I'm sure we're going to need that in the near future. And it looks like there's just another shore over here. We're going to build another scout ship. Not enough wood. Okay, we're going to focus our villagers then on wood production so we can grow our naval power accordingly. And there's a watchtower over here. There's a Greek sentry tower, which is interesting because we're fighting the Libyans. Let's see, it says that this is Achilles, and that it's a Greek civilization that we're facing. So we've got this watchtower on this island. I wonder if it's going to be like the previous scenario where we really just have watchtowers guarding the island. Okay, we've got another villager. We're going to put them on wood production, and it cost 135 wood to build a scout ship. We have 153. We're going to go ahead and build a second, and let's see if the scout ship can't hit the tower without getting hit in return. No, they can trade fire. We're going to need a war galley if we want to have the same advantage that we had in the last scenario. We're going to create another villager. We're nowhere near a population cap, so we don't have to worry about building any more houses right now. And there are some attacking scout ships right off the bat, and this is not a good thing. Okay, but here, okay, so we have 2 scout ships as well, and we don't have enough wood for a third, so this is going to be bad. Oh, and this scout ship is getting hit by the watchtower on the west side. Come on, we've got to at least sink one of these ships. Alright, one of our ships has been sunk, and the other is nearing destruction. I think we'll at least take one out. Yes, okay, so we traded. Our dock is getting hit right now, and that is not a good thing, but we don't really have the economic power to counter what they're doing right now, so we may need to build a second dock further downstream and kind of create a naval power a little out of sight, I guess. Look at all that wood they're collecting. We also might be able to upgrade our... We also might be able to upgrade how fast we can gather resources. Let's see. We can increase food production here, missile weapon range. Villagers gather 30% faster. Yeah, those are going to be important. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have this guy build a dock, and we're going to build it downstream over here. And this dock is taking forever to die, so it's going to be a very long time before the scout ship actually destroys this dock. Look, he's only doing 1 damage at a time, and the dock still has 300 health left, so maybe we can keep him there long enough to give us time to build up a large enough force to take out the scout ship. Advancing to the next age, I believe, would allow us to upgrade to the war galley at the dock. Oh no, we can upgrade to the war galley right now. It just takes 150 food and 75 wood, which we have, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And hopefully we'll have superior firepower in the waters. So let's continue creating villagers, continue to build our population, continue to gather resources. And as long as they don't upgrade to war galleys, our war galleys should be able to outmatch their scout ships with relative ease. Alright, we've got another villager. We're just going to overclock on wood right now. We're not going to worry about food production at the moment. It is sufficient to continuously pump out villagers. Our dock is not even at half health yet. It's actually still, it's not even at 3/4 health yet, so that's great. This dock is done being built, and we have completed researching the war galley. So now we can start pumping out war galleys. I think about like 3 or 4 of them should be sufficient to drive these guys off and maybe take control of the waters. I don't know if Achilles is actually creating new ships or if he just spawned with a certain number of ships. But it seems to me that in all of the scenarios we've encountered so far, the enemies have kind of been stagnant, and they kind of started with however many reinforcements they were going to have for the duration of the scenario. So likely we'll only need a few of these galleys, and we'll be able to take over the waters. Now I wonder if there are 2 scout ships, and I don't know why only 1 scout ship would be fighting if they had more, so we may only need 2 to drive him off. Actually, as soon as the second galley is finished being constructed, we'll go ahead and try to fight this guy off just to get him away from this dock. And we've got villagers available that are gathering wood. Let's see if we can get that buff for the villagers. Where was that? Here. This is villagers gather 30% faster. No, we don't have the resources for that right now. So we'll just continue to invest in our economy. We'll continue to build villagers and gather resources. Alright, we've got 2 war galleys. Let's go head over to this scout ship. And this will be a nice little experiment to see just how much of an advantage the war galleys have over the scout ship. I don't know if this is actually going to be a 2-on-1 fight. Alright, so we're actually hitting the scout ship much harder than they're hitting back. Our war galley has 160 health, they're starting with 120 health, and we just tore that scout ship apart. Okay, we've got a spare villager. We're going to have him repair this dock. He's going to start getting that back to tip-top shape. Oh, and this is actually a sentry tower now, not a watchtower like in the previous episode. So the tower can fight back. So I don't know if the smartest thing would be to engage directly with the war galleys. We know that this island has these towers. We could hit the beach with a light transport, bring some land units, and have them all storm the tower at once. That sounds like a smarter idea. Let's keep building villagers. We're going to have to increase our food production in the near future. It looks like we have control of the waters over here for the time being. We're going to keep building war galleys until we just know for sure, without a doubt, that no one's going to be messing with us on sea, and we've explored over here as far as we can. I'm not sure about this island. This island might be where the artifact is. I guess either one of the islands could have the artifact. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, we're going to run out of food soon. Let's have you build a farm right here. And let's have you build a farm right here. And you can continue gathering from the berry bush. We'll keep creating villagers. We're going to have this galley, oh, there's a third. We have 3 galleys now. We're going to have our galleys kind of scout around this island, and I've found a Greek storage pit on this island. I don't know if they're actually connected. We should sail around and see what's going on. So here's a shoreline. They've got a house and a sentry tower guarding, and I found some villagers. So they are actually gathering resources and probably creating new units. So this will be an economy, this will be an economic battle as well as a military. Alright, there's another scout ship attacking our dock. We've got 3 war galleys though, so they should be no match. Oh, there's a fishing ship to the north. We can kind of stop some of their fish gathering. And it's running. There's a scout ship. I wonder if we can lure him out into the middle of the water here. Yes, we can. Oh, he's heading towards the dock. Let's go ahead and build another galley. We have the wood for that. What's our population at right now? We are sitting at 18 out of 24. Wow, we ended that quickly. So it seems like the war galleys are better suited for naval combat than for engaging those towers. So we're not going to... Oh my goodness. Okay, that is just a watchtower. So I think we have the range advantage on the watchtower. This is the Greek dock. This must be what's producing their scout ship. So we're going to go ahead and tear that apart with the war galleys right now. Here is another Egyptian war galley. We'll move this up. If we can destroy their dock, then we can definitely maintain control of the area. And they've got some archers lined up on the coast. And let's see how bad they damage our ships. They're actually not hurting our ships. They're not doing much damage to our ships. And let's see how fast we can take them out. Oh, we are destroying those. It looks like bowmen. Let's take out this... Well, military targets are more important. We're actually doing quite a bit of damage. Let's keep building war galleys. Here's a villager that's free. Let's put him on wood production. These guys need to start farming. So let's build some farms. Do we have enough wood for this? Yes, we do. And you can build a farm right here. How are our galleys doing? They're doing just fine. And that watchtower can hit us back, so we're going to back off. Can we stay out of range of the tower? Yes, we can. So we're just gonna hit this dock. There's another galley. We'll just hit this dock, try to destroy it, do as much damage as we can with the war galleys along the coastline. We'll need a land force to actually invade and take the artifact back, and we'll need a land force to remove these watchtowers. So we probably need to build a barracks very soon. Go ahead and build another galley. We just want to make sure we have control of the waters. And we're going to destroy every fishing ship that dock creates and every scout ship it creates so that they can't bolster their economy with that extra resource for food. We'll have complete control of the waterways. Okay, we're going to have you build a barracks for us. We're going to have you build this right here. And then we're going to build a light transport, and we're going to actually build a small army. We're going to sail it across here and drop it off, see if we can't destroy these watchtowers and get those off of our coast. Here's another galley. We'll have you come up here. What did they just create? That is a more hardcore Greek fishing ship. It's faster. How interesting. He's sailing off. Well, you guys just hit this dock. Don't worry about those towers. Okay, let's build a light transport, and let's start training a military force, a land military force, so that we can clear out these islands. Okay, now you can go to work on, let's build, well, we've got plenty of food right now. Let's get you on wood. Are we getting hit? Yes. They just upgraded to the war galley now. So I'm glad that we made that decision first. We have 5 galleys here now, so we're just wiping them out quickly. We're taking down this dock. Their dock is at half health. We've got a light transport ready to go. We're going to go ahead and build another galley. The key to our success here is that we out-economied them. We built up our economy rapidly at first so that we would have plenty of wood production available so that we could pump out galleys faster than them. And now, as you can see here, we can create war galleys faster than they can. And also, every time they create a galley, they're immediately getting wrecked by our team of war galleys here. And here is a 5th to join the onslaught. And this dock will be toast in no time. And it's already down to 134. Oh, they must have something repairing as it goes. Oh yeah, we gotta take out that galley. Keep the galley coming. Let's build more villagers. We've got our barracks, and let's train some short swordsmen now that we researched the short sword so that we could produce short swordsmen and not just axemen. We'll build a small land force and have them take on these towers. What would be very nice is to have siege weapons. That would be extremely helpful. Okay, our food supply seems to be golden right now. We are just burning through wood right now. Let's go ahead and bring you over here. Let's have you take this path, though. We need to build more houses. Okay, so one of these guys, maybe you, right now, needs to build another house up here to the west. Let's take down this war galley first. We are just stifling their naval power. Okay, we've got our first short swordsman. Let's go ahead and we need gold. We're gonna need more houses. And this guy's building a house right now. Okay, you need to move this way and get out of the path of this Greek watchtower. Because there's no point in you taking damage if you don't have to. Okay, well I guess 4 is as many as we can fit without getting hit by the watchtower. They are just burning through their wood. Like, their wood is not going to good use right now. They're spending 135 wood over and over again on these war galleys. And they're getting obliterated as soon as they spawn. Here's another galley. We'll bring him over here and start taking this stuff down. I'm sure with enough galleys we could actually go and just destroy these towers. I mean, we have wood over here, we have trees, we can just... It's not the most efficient way to do things, but it should work. If we have enough galleys. Okay, you build another house, please. Let's build another short swordsman. And hit this dock. It's at 55, 50. Go ahead and try to destroy this farm. We're just doing as much damage as we can from the sea. Oh, they've just built an archery range right here. So why don't we take that thing out right now? Actually, come over here and take out this watchtower. Let's see what the damage output is like, how fast we knock it out. Oh, and it only has 80 health, so very quickly we need you to get away from that tower. Let's go ahead and build another galley. Always need to have one in production. No, not the house. Yeah, you can kill that guy. Take out their villager, but work on the tower. Okay, yeah, this fleet is definitely big enough to take out a tower in good time without taking too much damage. Yeah, guys, this is working out very well right now. They're working on another dock. Yep, it's not going to work. I'm repairing this archery range. Okay, that's actually... I guess this isn't the best target that we could be hitting right now. We're going to first take out this bowman. Any units that we can kill at range. How about this farmer? Hope he's running. Okay, let's come down and let's hit this tower. Let's just see if we can't end this tower over here. Let's create another galley. Let's get another short swordsman going. Let's have this man build another house. Just slowly building our forces. And this guy can only target one boat at a time. And he is, you know, we are taking some losses, but we are able to replenish our forces quick enough to continue the onslaught. And so it's okay. This really has been a naval battle. A naval superiority has been the key to this mission so far. Let's clear this off. I don't know if the artifact... I'm sure the artifact is with the Libyans and not on this island. I wonder what the benefit of this island is. I wonder if it was just a distraction for us. I'm not exactly sure. But let's go ahead and hit this tower. We can clear this out. There's another galley. Let's check our population. Right now our population cap is at 36, so we're doing pretty good, but I want it to be a little higher. Let's build another house. Let's get another villager going. Move these short swordsmen over here. Train another. Let's have everybody possible hit this sentry tower. And we've lost another galley, but we are doing some very good damage to the sentry tower. Is there another place we're getting hit? Nope, it's just here. Love how it blinks on the minimap. It kind of shows you where you're taking damage. Alright, we've got another villager. What do we need to increase production in? I guess we'll just keep on working on wood. And that sentry tower is done. We'll go ahead and scout around the edge here. Let's keep war galleys going. There's another one. Let's go to the other dock and see if we can't research something. Upgrade to merchant ship, upgrade to fishing ship, huh? Nah, not really necessary for us right now. And there's one more tower on this side. We'll go ahead and combat with the tower. I don't really think there was a point. I don't really think that we needed to fight this. I think really it was just... I think it's just a way to, I guess, mess with our ships. If we're trying to control the sea over here, well, their dock was actually right here. So as their ship sailed across, they had this watchtower was hitting our ships in the middle of combat and actually doing some pretty decent damage, so I can see how that would be useful. We've got our 2 docks, we've got our light transport. We may not even need to use that. Well, we will need to use it to actually get the artifact and bring it back, so that will be of importance. Let's train another short swordsman. Can we upgrade to the Iron Age, or the Iron Age? No, we need 2 bronze buildings. Not exactly sure what bronze buildings we need. We can build, what's the most important for us? A siege workshop. That's something we need. Let's get this galley over here in the water. That tower is done. Let's go over here and scout out along this border of the map. Nope, nothing. Alright, we're going to take the full might of our naval yard, and we are going to first ensure that there's not another dock already built, and then we're just going to do as much damage as we can from the water. So let's look. They've got some land forces. Oh, there's a fishing ship that's really weak over here. Go ahead and take that out. Oh, and there's more of a waterway over here. That's interesting. We can actually do some serious damage. Do we have more galleys being produced? I don't think we really need to right now. I think it should be more along the lines of military units at this point in time. Get this guy. Get every bowman you can. These are the only guys that can actually hit you back. You really just need to do as much damage as possible. The houses are really nice to hit because it lowers their maximum population. Villagers are always nice because there is a hard cap to how fast they can spew out villagers. They'll need to create more town centers if they want to do any better. Just keep doing damage. There's another watchtower over here. We may actually want to move our forces around and have them hit that tower. I think we will. Let's gather everybody together. Let's keep short swordsmen being built. We're able to go to the next age. No. We have the 1,000 food and the 1,000 gold. We just don't have the 2 buildings. Let's try let's build a market. Wait, we have a market. Food production, missile weapon range. Let's have him build. Let's build the government center. I just need to learn about, all the researching, like what it does for us. Which building researches what. Okay, you guys all come around the island here. And, oh, first, let's pick off some easy farmers before they run. There's a bowman. Let's take him out. We are causing mayhem with their economy right now. And let's go over here and hit this tower as best we can. And you guys take this guy out really quick so he's not sitting there repairing the tower the whole time. I don't think that's very smart of them. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and build a stone thrower or 2. And we can actually land on this side and work our way this way with our military forces. Not exactly sure what kind of military might they have saved up here, but we will have the support of this whole navy to back them up on land. We'll kind of have them hit the beach over here. You guys can keep hitting the tower. 60% on the stone thrower. Okay, let's load as many of you guys up as possible. Why don't we go ahead and train another short swordsman? You can carry 5. Let's bring you over here. You can start hitting these people. They're just standing there. What is this? This is a storage pit. It's not a very fun target. That's a stable. Okay, let's have you guys unload right here. Get out of his way. Unload right here. There we go. Now you can come back over here. This stone thrower can come over here. Let's build another stone thrower. Alright, you guys can start tearing this stuff down, and now all we're actually after is an artifact, and here is a cavalry unit, and let's have our navy here help out. They're going to be a great help, at least on the shoreline. We can always retreat back to the shoreline. Take this guy out. Oh, no, you need to come back this way. I accidentally grabbed you. Do we have the next stone thrower is almost done. Destroying this stable. Let's keep creating short swordsmen too. We have plenty of food and gold. I don't really see a point of advancing ages right now. Can he not get out? Is that the problem? Yeah, that is most definitely the problem. Let's get you out of the way. Let's see if you can't find your path out. There you go, buddy. Come down here and pick these guys up. Let's bring the stone thrower over here. Alright. You can take out this repairman. Yeah, there's really nothing that they can do right now. Kind of have them throttled along the coastline. There's another storage pit. We're just going to work our way through here, destroying as much as possible until we find the artifact. And then it'll be a simple matter of bringing it back home aboard a transport ship. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and explore a little further mainland, because I feel like if they had more of a military power right now, that they'd have already brought it. I think they're just kind of at our mercy at the moment. There is the artifact. Okay, can we... What do we do? How do we move it? Oh, okay, so now that we're near it, it's just one of our units. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's see if we can't wheel this over here. Alright, so actually we're going to take this transport ship and move it over here. And we're just going to leave with the artifact and leave these guys to their ruin. This is all we really need, so go ahead and make your way around here. That is so cool. Egyptian artifact. So, no one has to, like, pick it up. See, in Age of Mythology, there are artifacts, and I think you have heroes that can pick them up and bring them back. So we don't actually have to pick this thing up. We just get close enough to it, it becomes one of our units. So let's load you guys up, as many as possible. You're gonna still be here, dude. That's okay. We'll come back and get you. We'll leave a couple ships behind to protect him. You can go ahead and come over here and play defense for our one little short swordsman, and we'll bring the convoy home. We've got the artifact in this transport. That is our win condition. I think bringing it to our town center. And with just naval power, we have thrashed their civilization, basically stifled their economy, shut down their naval power, and recovered the artifact. And we're victorious. Awesome. That was a lot of fun, guys. Let's see. The historical outcome says that sea raiders and invaders were defeated consistently for most of ancient Egypt's history. The most famous attempted invasion took place around 1170 BC. A combined fleet of Libyans and other invaders, referred to by the Egyptians as the Sea Peoples, were defeated in a massive naval engagement at the mouth of the Nile. The pharaoh, Ramesses III, had mobilized every man of fighting age for the defense. The battle is portrayed in great detail on the walls of the temple he built at Medinet Habu. The Egyptian records of land and naval fighting of this era are the best of the few surviving accounts that offer some explanation for the destruction of Mediterranean civilization around 1200 BC. Alright, and so they survived the encounter, but their military was down to 5 points. Our military score was 94. Our economy was 89 to their 71, so they actually did have a pretty decent economy going. We just, I guess, built up our military faster than them and shut them down in that part of the game. Our religion was at 60, theirs was at 50. That wasn't really a factor. They had a lot more advanced technology than we did because I really only focused on researching what I needed to for the mission, knowing that it was going to be a naval conflict. Both survived, but our total score was 373, and theirs was 308, and it took 32 minutes and 7 seconds to complete the scenario. So not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Guys, that's just about going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video from Twinnrova Gaming. This is Twinn, signing off.